morning of November 17th. I've got my brother-in-law with me, and we're trying to get him a doe. And obviously I'm hunting for one of these bucks, but we were up at the truck, and the guy that's hunting on the neighboring property, actually, he parks where we park, and he pulled in right as we were about to walk in. He said yesterday morning he saw a good one. So he's got a couple people over there hunting, and I think the closest is probably 150 yards at the most from us. Right on the travel route where a lot of these deer have been coming from. He's hunting with a crossbow. I think he may have a gun, I don't know. But yeah, as you can tell, it's Indiana's gun season too, opening weekend. I'm gonna finish getting settled in. We'll see what goes on this morning. It's anybody's game at this point. Alright, haven't done much filming today, but I wanted to give an update. It's a little after 10, and probably about, 8:15, 8:30, probably about 8:30 or something. We were just sitting here, it was nice and quiet. We had just watched a little buck walk through on the other side of the creek bottom, heading right to where the neighbors are hunting. And probably 5-10 minutes later, we heard kablam! And apparently they were gun hunting back in here in a very urban environment. But she made a good shot and dropped that little buck. And it actually died right up here on the property line. They came out here and field dressed it and drove the truck back in here and loaded it up and took it out. But that's all we've seen so far, but they got out of here probably about an hour ago. I don't typically do well with keeping my mind in the right place when I know there's somebody hunting on the neighbors right next to me, especially when they've got a gun. It does start to get progressively worse once gun season starts. That's not just here, that's everywhere. So, we'll see. There's still big deer around, and this is a good spot. So, a fun morning to be in the tree anyway. it's the evening of the 12th of December, and just shimmied up into a tree that I prepped back in late October with Zach, and haven't hunted back in here since then. So it's been probably about a month and a half or so since I've been in here. But I had the right wind, and I wasn't feeling super confident anywhere else. I don't really have any cameras here. But this has been kind of a known big buck area over the years. I just haven't given it a good opportunity to produce. I've seen a big buck here before while hunting. A couple summers ago, Zach and I came through and actually cleared this little opening. It runs probably about 40 yards up that way. And Zach cut a couple trails back here into the woods that way. Out here to the south of me, I've got picked cornfield and some timber encompassing the field, and a border of CRP all the way around. Right here just southwest of me, I've got a long, probably 300-yard finger of woods that deer like to bed in. It's just kind of a little travel route through here. My wind is blowing basically right into my face, hopefully dumping off into the ravine back behind me, and I'm hoping that any deer that I'm going to see tonight are going to be bedded over here to the east of me somewhere. I may end up shooting the first doe that walks through. I told the landowner the past couple of years that I'd shoot a doe in here, and haven't really had the opportunity. So if I get the opportunity, I'm going to shoot one. We've got one doe tag left here in this county. I think I may burn it tonight if one walks through. We'll see. Seen those two does out in the field, and over 40 turkeys, but they all cleared out of the field, and I don't know where everything went. But Zach's hunting probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from here tonight, and he's only seen a couple way off. Looks like it may be a slow evening unless they start moving here in the last 20 minutes of light. There's more sign in here than there was in October, but there's still just nothing that's just beat down. Probably just a handful of does that are living back in here. Maybe the occasional buck. Still time for something to happen. But based on what I've seen so far, I'm not going to hold my breath. was a rush. Just crashed. Just kind of redeemed a slow evening right there. I was watching a little doe out in the field, and I heard something. I heard something walking. I heard a branch break. I can't remember. But I kind of turned around, looked out through here, looked all around me, was looking around, and then looked straight down. There was a doe standing there. I mean, 5 yards from my tree. And then it proceeded to go right to the base of my tree and start licking the steps. And then she was cutting off. I had to stop her. Now I got the shakes. She ran maybe 40 yards and just kind of stopped, and then just slowly flicking her tail, just kind of walked off toward into the thicket. That is always such a rush to release an arrow on a deer, especially with a stick bow. I'm gonna pack up and get down and start looking for her. Yes. Well, here she is. Feeling pretty thankful to find her. That was not an easy blood trail. I was hands and knees the whole time, probably about 75 yards from the tree. But she doubled back a couple times, which did not make it easy. But she did put down pretty good blood. Was lucky enough to put a really good shot on her. The arrow snapped off on the other side as she was running. I don't know what I hit. I haven't even flipped her over yet, but it looks like it was probably a pretty good hit. I'm thankful for every single deer that I shoot, and even more so now that I hunt with a stick bow. It's just such an absolute rush to be able to take one of these deer with a longbow. This is probably the last doe that I'll kill for the year now. I've just got buck tags to fill, so I'm gonna be playing around with those till the season ends or I kill one. Just so thankful, very blessed. So now I'm gonna get to work, gut her, and drag her probably about between a half and 3/4 mile. Luckily I've got the 2-wheel cart that'll make it a little easier, but December 12th, 3rd doe tag of the year filled. Feeling pretty blessed.